my dear students, how are you all? Hope all is well. I am also by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to today's Biology online class. Before starting my today's lecture, I would like to introduce myself. It is Shabrin Shupriti, lecturer, Department of Biology. Today, I will discuss some topics from chapter 13. Okay, let's get started. Dear students, let's see our today's topics: positive and negative interactions, mutualism, commensalisms, exploitation, competition, antibiosis, significance and method of conserving environment. Green plants are generally called self-dependent because they are autotrophic. A flowering plant depends on worms and insects for its cross-pollination and on other birds and animals for the dispersal of seeds. For photosynthesis, the green plants use the carbon dioxide that is released by animals during respiration. Conversely, animals use the gas oxygen released by plants at daytime. Moreover, bacteria, fungi, and different microorganisms in different ways affect plants, animals, and worms and insects. So, can briefly be said that mutual assembly and dependence are the key to the regulation of the activities of life. So, in the living world, existing organic relationships between plants and animals can be designated with the term symbiosis. Interaction. The reaction that occur in between the symbiotic organisms are called interactions. Environmental scientist Adam says that the interdependent relationship can be in two ways, such as positive interaction and negative interaction. Positive interaction. In the relationship in which the two organisms help each other is called positive interaction. In these symbiotic organisms, one or both may be benefited. This beneficial interaction can be grouped further into two categories, named mutualism and commensalism. Mutualism, the relationship in mutualism when in the association both the organisms become benefited, such as bee, flyworm and insect, etc. Fly around from flower to flower to attain the nectar. As a result, the pollination is accomplished. Many birds and birds live on eating fruits and they release seeds with their stools. There is a picture we can see the relationship of mutualism. The association of an algae and a fungus from lichen. The fungus collects water vapor from the air and mineral salts to use for both of them. On the other side, the algae by its chlorophyll produce food carbohydrates for itself and for the fungus. The bacteria Rhizobium residing at the roots of Ligamentous plants from nodules fix atmospheric nitrogen in them. They supply this fixed nitrogen to the host Ligamentous plant and in return collect their food carbohydrates from it. There is a picture of, we can see this is the Ligamentous plants and nodules. Commensalisms. In this association, only one gets benefited. Though the other associate is not benefited, it does not lose anything, such as creeper plant with its root is anchored in the soil and creepers round a big tree. This why it collects sufficient amount of light by spreading on other plant. This is a creeper plant, we can see, and this is epiphytic plants grow well in high humidity levels. Negative interaction. In this case, the relationship is detrimental to one or to the both. Negative interaction can be grouped into three categories such as exploitation, competition, and antibiosis. Exploitation. In this case, an organism enjoys its rights by deceiving directly or indirectly another organism from its rights. For example, dodder. A dodder, with the help of the absorbing structure Hosteria, collects food from the plant, which has provided it with shelter. There we can see a dodder, picture of a dodder. A cuckoo can never be able to build a nest It lays its egg in the nest of a crow, and the crow hatches its egg, and once the embryo of cuckoo comes out of the egg, being sufficiently grown up by breaking the shell of the egg. Competition. In any place, there may be tough competition between organisms for light, air, water, and food. In this competition, the stronger one survives and the weaker one is abandoned. Antibiosis. If the growth and development of any organism is partly or wholly interrupted by the biochemical substance produced by other organism, or even the organism may die, then this process is called antibiosis. By this antibiosis relationship, some are becoming benefited and some are harmed. This way, they are maintaining the balance of the environment. Significance and method of conserving environment. It is essential to conserve the environment to maintain the habitable condition for the organisms living on our planet, the Earth. In our environment, from the smallest plants, worms, and insects to the large animals and plants, none is unexpected or valueless. The biodiversity is formed with millions of species of plants, worms, and insects, birds, animals, and humans, etc. And the existence and well-being of human race are based on it. Forests, hills, water reservoirs, sea are the very essential harbors of biodiversity. So, biodiversity will be sustained if the environment is well conserved. If the environment is well conserved, the basic demands of humans such as food, clothes, dwelling place, medicine, fuel, water, etc. will be continuously fulfilled without any disruption. If the environment, especially the forests, are degraded, the rate of rainfall is reduced and the cultivation of crops is hampered. The temperature is raised for the increasing amount of greenhouse gases, and it is called enhanced greenhouse effect. For the enhanced greenhouse effect, sea level will rise and consequently vast coastal areas will be inundated. This is why from now on all the best measures should be taken to conserve the environment. It is also essential to organize people for the protection of environment. For cutting a tree, 2 trees should immediately be planted. Before setting any industry and mills in any locality, their adverse effect on the environment should be first taken into consideration, and safe disposal of industrial waste should also be ensured. Urbanization should be well planned. Instead of wood, solar energy should be used as fuel. The use of biofertilizers should be increased. Use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides should be minimized. Public awareness should be raised about negative impact of environment and to control the environmental pollution. To control the soil erosion in coastal areas, massive plantation must be accomplished. Normal flow of water should be conserved by dredging river and water bodies. This way, the aquatic ecosystems will remain in a normal state. It is essential to conserve the biodiversity for the sustenance of healthy environment, and with this view, all the plant and animal species which are on the verge of extinction from nature should be conserved by special processes. Measures should be taken to control the pollution of air, water, soil, and sound. International and national principles and guidelines should strictly be followed. Now let's see what is the SW for your next day. What is meant by exploitation? Write difference between mutualism and commensalism. What is meant by antibiosis? What do you mean by competition? Write the method of conserving our environment. Dear students, that was our biology class from chapter 13. Be safe and be healthy. See you again. Allah Hafiz.